All right, quick scenario before we even start. You're walking through downtown. You see a giant block of ice, not normal size, like absurd. And someone tells you, there's something important inside. Do you walk away or do you grab something and start hitting it?
Depends. Am I allowed to hit it?
Nobody said you couldn't.
Then yeah, I'm hitting it. I'm not even thinking.
Exactly.
Wait, this is about Drake, right?
Of course it is.
Yeah, nah. People lost their minds over that thing.
Welcome back to Conversation Lab. I'm Victor.
I'm Leo, and today we're talking about Drake basically turning Toronto to an ice-breaking competition.
That's one way to put it.
No, seriously. Giant ice structure, hidden release date for Iceman. Fans pulling up with tools like it's a construction site.
It escalated fast.
It escalated immediately. I saw a dude with a flamethrower. Victor, a flamethrower, for an album date.
Yeah, that part wasn't in the brochure. So here's the question. We'll keep it simple. Was this marketing genius?
Or just a rich guy burning money for attention?
And more importantly, did it actually work, or are we just impressed by the chaos?
I'll go first. This looked dumb.
Straight to it.
Yeah, like, I get hype, but this felt excessive. People climbing the thing, chunks of ice flying, fire department getting called. For what? A date?
You're reacting to the surface.
I'm reacting to reality.
Okay, slow it down for a second. Because if you strip away the chaos, there's a structure here. This wasn't random. Drake's been teasing Iceman for months. Subtle hints, visuals, even freezing elements in public appearances. Then suddenly, coordinates drop. Now that's important. Not a post, not a trailer. Coordinates. That alone shifts the experience from passive to active. People don't just see the rollout. They go find it. Then they arrive, and there's this massive ice installation. And the message is simple. The release date is inside. Now think about what that does psychologically. You've created curiosity, then scarcity, then effort. And the moment someone picks up a hammer, they're invested. They're no longer watching Drake's rollout. They're inside it.
Or inside a bad decision.
Depends how hard they swing.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but you're dressing it up nicely. At the end of the day, people were out there acting wild. Firefighters had to step in. Police showed up. That's not strategy. That's things getting out of control.
I won't defend the lack of control. That part is fair. But don't confuse imperfect execution with a bad idea. Because the core idea, it's strong.
Break it down then, because right now, it just looks like expensive ice.
All right, first, theme alignment. The album is called Iceman. Instead of just saying that, he embodied it. That's branding 101, but taken to an extreme. Second, physical interaction. In a world where everything is on your phone, he forced people into the real world. And that's rare now. People don't do things, they scroll. This made people move, show up, touch something, struggle with it. Third, and this is the big one, earned attention. He didn't buy ads. He created a moment people couldn't ignore. Clips spread everywhere. News outlets picked it up. Streamers showed up without being paid. That's marketing gold.
Or marketing chaos.
Chaos isn't always bad.
Easy to say until someone gets hurt.
True, there's a line. But let me ask you this. If everything went perfectly, no crowd surge, no crazy clips, just people politely watching ice melt, do you think it goes viral? The unpredictability is what gave it life.
So, you're basically saying the mess made it better.
Not better, stronger. There's a difference.
I don't know, man. That sounds like justifying bad planning.
Or recognizing how humans actually behave. People don't share perfect. They share intense, weird, slightly out of control moments.
Okay, but let's talk money. Because nobody's talking about that part seriously. How much did this cost?
Estimates say anywhere from a few $100,000 to over $1 million when you factor everything in.
For frozen water.
For attention.
You keep saying that like it's a cheat code.
Because it kind of is. Look, if Drake runs a traditional campaign, he's paying millions anyway. Billboards, ads, placements, influencer deals, and most of that gets ignored. People scroll past ads without even noticing. This, you couldn't scroll past it. It forced itself into conversations, into timelines, into real life. That's a different level of impact.
Yeah, but here's my problem. That impact didn't just stay online. It spilled into the city. Police, fire department. That's public resources. So now it's not just creative stunt. It's affecting people who didn't sign up for it.
That's a fair criticism. And honestly, that's where it leans toward flawed execution. Because the idea didn't require that level of risk.
Exactly. You could have done a controlled version, barriers, security, maybe scheduled access.
But then it starts feeling corporate.
So the choice is safe and boring or chaotic and viral.
Sometimes, yeah,
That's a dangerous mindset, though.
it is. But it's also how a lot of big moments happen.
Let's talk about the rich man angle, because I feel like that's being ignored. This only works because it's Drake.
Absolutely.
A normal artist tries this, it gets shut down immediately.
Or nobody shows up.
Exactly. So part of this genius is just having power.
That's not a small part. It's a key part. But power doesn't automatically create impact. There are plenty of rich artists who spend money on marketing that nobody cares about. Drake used his resources intelligently. That's the distinction. Think about it like this. A smaller artist might have the same idea, but no amplification. Drake executes it, and the entire world watches. Same idea, different outcome because of scale.
So scale turns ideas into movements.
Exactly.
Still feels a bit unfair, though.
It is, but that's every industry. Business, education, tech, resources multiply impact.
All right, let me push somewhere else. What about the message? Because this is where I struggle. People are dealing with real issues, cost of living, housing, and then you've got a millionaire melting ice for hype. Doesn't that feel disconnected?
It can feel that way, but entertainment has always lived in that tension. Big budget movies, massive concerts, luxury branding, it's all larger than everyday life.
Yeah, but sometimes it crosses into tone deaf.
That's subjective. Some people saw waste, others saw creativity, others just saw entertainment.
I saw a bit of all three.
And that's why it worked. It didn't create one reaction, it created multiple. Debate is engagement.
That's actually true. Even people hating on it were still talking about it.
Exactly. Indifference is the real failure.
Nobody was indifferent about this.
Not even a little.
You know what's interesting, though? My younger brother, he doesn't even listen to Drake like that, but he was glued to the live streams.
That's expansion.
Yeah, it pulled in people outside the core fan base.
Because it wasn't just music anymore. It was an event.
So Drake basically turned an album drop into a spectacle.
Exactly.
But that comes with pressure,
Huge pressure.
because now the music has to match the moment.
Or at least not disappoint.
Because if it's mid,
Then the narrative flips instantly. All that hype for this?
that's risky.
Very. But risk is part of staying relevant.
So this stunt is basically a bet
Yeah, a big one.
on attention converting into success.
Right.
Okay, I'm shifting a bit now.
I can hear it.
I still think parts were reckless,
Fair.
but I can't say it didn't work.
That's the uncomfortable part.
It's like, I don't fully respect the process, but I respect the result.
That's a mature take.
Don't gas me.
I'm serious.
So what's your final answer? Don't give me a politician answer.
Fine. It's marketing genius. Executed imperfectly. The idea was sharp. Theme, interaction, attention strategy, all strong. But the control wasn't tight enough, and that introduced unnecessary risk.
So smart concept, messy reality.
Exactly.
I'll say this, it's not just a rich man wasting money,
Progress.
but it is a rich man using money in a way most people can't.
Also true.
And whether you call that genius or just privilege depends on how you look at it.
That's the real answer.
Still, I'm stuck on the flamethrower guy.
Yeah, he deserves his own documentary.
All right, what do you think? Was this smart marketing or just extra?
Would you have shown up? Be honest.
We'll catch you next time.
Stay curious.
And maybe don't bring a flamethrower to an album launch.
Please.